Welcome to the incredibly high-stakes, ridiculously fast-moving world of AI predictions. Today, we're diving into a fascinating explainer on a debate that is absolutely dividing the tech world right now. It all revolves around one specific monumental milestone, the exact moment artificial general intelligence reaches and then surpasses human levels. To really wrap our heads around what's going on, we got to look at the dramatic premise that sparked a literal million-dollar wager.
And this controversy kicks off with a staggeringly bold timeline from Elon Musk. He's literally predicting that by the end of next year, AI is going to outsmart any individual human, and then, by 2029, it's going to eclipse the combined intelligence of all 8 billion of us. That is a massive claim. Naturally, it generated a wild mix of excitement, a good bit of fear, and for some, deep skepticism. It also sparked an absolute flood of online wagers totaling upwards of $10 million.
Which brings us to this massive number, $1 million. You see, cognitive scientist and AI CEO Professor Gary Marcus looked at Musk's timeline and just said, no way. He offered a $1 million counterbet. Marcus firmly believes there's zero chance AI will be superhuman in the time frame Musk is claiming. For him, throwing $1 million on the table, that's all about accountability. He feels like empty promises and wild tech hype are driving the narrative right now, and he wants to put real money on the line to ground this whole conversation in actual reality. Section 1. Defining artificial general intelligence. So, this entire bet hinges on AGI, which you'll often hear referred to as the singularity. Now, it is absolutely crucial to note that right now, this is completely hypothetical. We're talking about that highly speculative, kind of sci-fi moment where machines don't just beat us at one or two things, but become smarter than humans across the board in every possible task. The threshold for this $1 million bet isn't just about a computer being really smart. It is about a computer being definitively smarter than you, me, and literally everyone else on the planet combined. Because right now, we are firmly stuck in the era of domain-specific AI. Sure, machines are already smarter than us at isolated, super-specific tasks. They can easily crush human grandmasters at chess or the board game Go. But that's narrow AI. True AGI requires replicating the deep, totally messy nuance, the emotion, and the holistic abilities of humanity. Think about it like this. Beating a human at chess is basically just a really hard math problem. But functioning like a human in the unpredictable real world, that is an entirely different universe of complexity.
Section 2. The 80-20 AI problem.
Professor Marcus breaks this whole thing down using what he calls the 80-20 rule. Basically, we're about 80% of the way there, but only in some very superficial ways. I mean, today's large language models and chatbots, they sound remarkably like real people. They generate text incredibly fast, and they're awesome for brainstorming ideas. But that's the easy 80%. Look at that missing 20% on the right side. These systems constantly hallucinate and just make things up out of thin air. They make really dumb logic mistakes, and they're genuinely terrible at actual reasoning and planning. You see, sounding human is just the illusion. Real logical reasoning is the incredibly difficult reality that we just haven't cracked yet.
To really drive this home, Marcus uses the perfect metaphor, self-driving cars. He points out that it was actually relatively easy to create a driverless car demo that looked, 80% functional. But getting that final 20%, achieving full, reliable autonomy everywhere, that has proven exponentially harder than anyone anticipated. I mean, Elon Musk has been promising massive fleets of fully autonomous robotaxis pretty much every year since 2015. And, well, we're still waiting, right? Marcus sees that exact same pattern of hype happening right now with AGI.
Section 3. How to test AGI.
Since Musk claimed machines are going to be smarter in literally every way, Marcus says, hey, I just have to find a few things machines can't do to win the $1 million. So he published this tangible scientific checklist. For AI to actually prove it has surpassed humans, it needs to do things like hop into a vehicle in a brand new area without any maps, avoid obstacles, and successfully read hand-lettered street signs. It needs to be able to walk into an unfamiliar home and clean it, which, let's be fair, is something a lot of humans struggle with too. But on the higher end of achievement, it needs to be able to write an Oscar-winning screenplay or make a Nobel Prize-winning scientific discovery. These are tasks that both ordinary humans and human experts do, but machines fundamentally cannot.
Section 4. The reality of current AI. To explore this gap between the hype and where we actually are, our sources brought up a really fascinating real-world example, an AI avatar named Shiloh. Designed by award-winning filmmaker Samir Malal, Shiloh isn't just a boring text box.
She's programmed with this cool early 90s persona, designed specifically to be a partner for creatives. The whole goal here was to stop interacting with some sterile IT system and instead create an empathetic, distinct character that humans can genuinely connect and brainstorm with.
But as you'll see, there is a massive, massive gap between our tech ambitions and our current reality. The ambition for Shiloh was this fluid, colloquial, highly emotional human interaction. But during a live BBC broadcast demo, well, the reality was quite a bit different. The AI suffered from a really frustrating display of latency issues and just moments of total unresponsiveness. The hosts awkwardly tried to joke it off, saying the AI was just being shy. Ultimately, just to get the demo to work on live TV, the human hosts had to completely abandon talking to it and revert to just typing text into a chat box. Now, once they finally did get Shiloh talking via text, the AI delivered a wonderfully ironic, self-aware statement about its own limitations. When asked if AGI was going to replace humans, Shiloh generated this exact response. No amount of tech can mimic the real, raw human creativity or emotion. I mean, wow. Even the AI itself is pointing out that there is this irreplaceable element of human cognition that algorithms just haven't touched yet. Okay, let's look at a second real-world application from our sources. And this one is highly specific, commercially viable, and honestly, truly life-changing. Actor Donald Cox lost his voice box to stage 1 cancer. Obviously, that is a devastating blow for an actor whose voice is their entire livelihood. However, using an advanced AI algorithm developed by a company called Respeecher, Donald was able to clone his original voice based on old recordings. This incredible tech allowed him to literally resurrect his acting and voiceover career.
Now, while that sounds like absolute magic, we really have to look closer at how it actually functions under the hood. Donald's agent, Peter Morris, explains it using this brilliant analogy, the blind runner. The AI successfully provides the exact sonic match of Donald's voice, sure, but it has zero understanding of the actual performance. So Peter actually has to read the lines out loud himself into the software first. He acts as a guide holding the hand of a blind marathon runner. Peter provides all the human intonation, the pacing, the emotional guidance, and then the AI just coats it all in Donald's voice. So you see, this falls drastically short of true general intelligence. It is an incredible tool, absolutely, but it relies entirely on a human pilot pulling the strings to even function.
Section 5, the high stakes of AI hype.
So what does this all mean? Well, the stakes of all this hype are incredibly high. We can really see this when we weigh the utopian long-term promises against the immediate risks. Yes, in the long term, if AGI is achieved safely, it absolutely promises to revolutionize science and medicine. But look at the immediate, current risks happening right now. Today's AI is actively polluting our information ecosystem with misinformation. Bad actors are out there using it to create non-consensual deepfakes, and criminals are running incredibly sophisticated deepfake scams to rip off banks. As Professor Marcus rightfully points out, a criminal doesn't care if the AI hallucinates 99 times out of 100. If it successfully fools just one victim, that is a huge win for them. And that brings us to a really terrifying concept that Gary Marcus calls the guarantee gap. Think about it. When engineers build a bridge, they can provide formal mathematical safety guarantees about the exact load it can bear under very specific circumstances. The exact same goes for airplanes. We know exactly how they work. But with current generative AI, we have absolutely none of that. It is fundamentally unpredictable, it's highly dependent on its training data, and it responds in these highly idiosyncratic ways. The scary part is we cannot definitively interpret what the system is even doing, which means we are effectively flying completely blind while simultaneously adopting this tech on a massive global scale.
Which leaves us with this final, vital question to ponder. As the million-dollar bets fly around and the tech world races at breakneck speed toward building an artificial mind smarter than all of humanity combined, if we completely lack reliability, interpretability, and basic safety guarantees for the narrow AI we are already deploying today, do the benefits of racing toward an unpredictable AGI actually outweigh the very real, very present risks? Something to really think about the next time you hear a billionaire make $1 million promise. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.